everybody, welcome to Feud. It's me, Lemaire, your judge. Hey, welcome to a new episode. We have a great Wednesday night fight for you. I don't think it's a fight, but it's some arguing and it's going to be intense. But we got a great one here for you. We got Nate Marshall and we got Cat Mosley. I think they're both 1-0. Well, Cat's 0-0 in the new time, in the Zoom era. Cat's 0-0. But in the Zoom, Nate's 0-0 too in the Zoom era. His thing set him escape. They're both 0-0. So fresh starts for these guys. But before we get started, let me tell you what Feud is. Feud is the game show of hilariously bad opinions, and I'm your host, Lemaire Lee, the judge, and you guys are the jury, the executioner, the audience. You decide who wins this game. You vote. You give points. You would vote pro or con in the chat or the poll. You will see what I mean. So say my opinion was something like you shouldn't be able to get a DUI during the day. Well, if that was my opinion and you agree with it, you would vote pro in the chat or you vote pro in the poll. And if you disagreed, you would vote con in the chat and you'd vote con in the poll. Now, we got all that out of the way, all the rules and everything. Here's what we like to say on Feud. Don't think with your brain because that'll hurt. Don't think with your heart because that'll break. When you're making your decisions and you're voting, think with your genitals because that's what you use to make your worst decisions. And now, let me introduce your first competitor this evening. He believes every woman that supports All Lives Matter has a flat butt. Give it up for Nate Marshall. Nate, how are you?
I'm good, man. And yourself?
I'm good. This is a sound theory, right? Do you have proof and
I've never. Have you ever once seen just like all right now we got them Karen videos? They're in heavy rotation. Mm-hmm. I've seen nothing but flat pancake asses every single one of those. And I do my research. I go down Instagram. I find All Lives Matter people because I need to know who the enemy is. Mm-hmm. And I scroll and I'm always searching for fat asses. There's never once,
not a one
never
fat
one
butt
time been a good ass attached to an All Lives Matter post.
but what are your, do you have numbers? Do you have like waistlines? Like, do you have anything to?
I'm going because all bodies are different. I'm not trying to body shame anybody here. I'm not even saying a little booty is bad. I'm just saying they correlate.
Okay, that there's a correlation between the two.
Yeah,
that's a fair line to draw. Thank you, Nate. Thank you for your opinion. And your opponent tonight, she believes all Amazon customers are religious. Give it up for Cat Mosley. Hello,
yes.
Cat. How are you today?
Oh my God, I just yesed myself. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Please.
That's how faithful I am. Okay. So shall we get into it? All right.
Please explain.
So first of all, y'all ain't never met Jeff Bezos. Okay. A lot of people say I ain't never met Jesus. Where he at? Show him to me. Y'all ain't never met Jeff, and y'all done sent him all your money throughout the whole pandemic. True. Second, he wants to take over the world. He calls it Planet Amazon. And this is not just intended to be anti-Bezos, but this is intended to show people, y'all have a need and y'all go to Amazon for it. Like, you have a need, right? And so, like, the prayer would be, Lord, my booty stink no matter how much I wash it. Please, Lord, help my booty not to stink, right? But what the customer does is they go to Amazon and say, please send me something that'll make it seem like my booty don't stink. It's the same thing they're doing. They're investing the same level of belief in it. And Amazon Prime customers are paying tithes. You're paying tithes. Wow. The only way you get value for your Amazon Prime money is if you go back to Amazon with another prayer. Lord, instead of like, Lord, send me a man who will knock my back out, what you say is, Jeff Bezos, please send me something that will make me orgasm in 45 seconds or less. And Jeff Bezos will send it to you.
I'm glad
the whole pandemic. Go ahead.
I'm real glad we didn't have to debate that. I had nothing.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, that's powerful points. Jeff Bezos, I ain't never met him. Why haven't I met him? There's no reason we shouldn't have met Jeff Bezos. He hasn't even had like a sit-down interview or nothing.
No. Where's the tour? He should go on a handshake and baby kissing tour. Yeah. He done put diapers on all your babies.
Everybody's baby. He put a diaper on everybody's baby. He should be president.
Yeah.
Nate, how do you feel about all Amazon customers being religious?
This one doesn't count, right, towards the score?
Yeah, no, it doesn't count towards the score.
I completely agree.
Oh, okay.
I was just converted. I got to cancel my Prime membership. I'm a member of the Bezos Church.
And Kat, how do you feel about all lives matter woman having flat butts?
Okay, so I will concede that flat booties is inherently untrustworthy. I will concede. And there is a difference between a little booty and a flat booty. But why is it flat? That is not the structure of the human. You're supposed to have something there for your coccyx. So I will concede that. What I take issue with is the all part. Because the lady who was calling the police in Central Park, I believe she did yoga. And they be doing them squats and things in that yoga to beef up the booty, and also booty injections. You know what I mean? So my only thing is the all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But we didn't see her butt. She turned a couple times. I didn't catch any. I would have noticed.
It's possible.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? I can even concede. I knew I would be bad at debating names, because the thing is, you can tell that bitch is bad at yoga. Okay, you can tell that she's horrible. So her booty probably flat. Yeah.
Well, you guys, let's get on to the game. This is a great before, but we're gonna get started with Nate's first opinion. And Nate, your opinion is that every country's president/leader should be from a different country. And you have 2 minutes on the clock, and your time starts now.
All right. The reason I think that, right, is I think one of the biggest problems we have going on in the country or in the world right now, like as far as leadership goes, is everybody's looking out for themselves, but they're looking out for themselves as far as like what they look like. If you go to any country, I think what's in my mind is mostly like, I don't know, China and America and like the big guys, but they're all super like, my land is my home and I will do anything to protect it. And that's how you get people who do like nuclear strikes. Like, but if you knew right now, if I was mad at China and I was like, you know what, I'm about to blow China off the map, and I'm American, but like, all right, I'm not getting my point across well here. But my point is we'd be holding everybody hostage, and if everybody's hostage, then everyone's safe.
Yeah.
If it's like, all right, you kill our people, I'll kill your people. They're right in front of me. I'll blow them all up. We'll all be safe if everybody's got something to lose, and everybody's thing they can lose is right there in front of, like, the guy at the top has it all at his disposal.
Yeah.
You know what? I might not have thought this all the way through, but I think the idea is good. I don't think I thought it through enough. But
well, you got 40
I
seconds.
shake my finger enough. Does this get you know what I mean? Make me look like I'm.
Whoa! Right.
I still got 30 seconds.
You don't have to keep going.
Nope. I got it.
Right,
I'm gonna do my time.
All right. It's not a mic.
I don't give a shit. I don't get to talk much anymore, Lemaire. People don't listen anymore. All right. Another thing is it will all end up interchanging. We'd all move around the world. The leaders could move around the world until they ended up back at their home places, and they'll bring back all those ideas and feelings and thoughts, and the world will time.
Well, thank you, Nate. That was great explaining. And I agree with you about the leaders and stuff. We should move them. Thank you. And Kat, it's your turn. You have 1.5 minutes to retort, and your time starts.
Oh, I got.
Your time starts. Give me 1 moment. It starts. Your time will start.
I'm sneaking points right now because the clock ain't working. Your
time starts now. The clock.
Okay. Okay. So the first question that comes to mind for me is, haven't all the leaders of the U.S. not been from here? And so that to me is like, it ain't funny unless I say fuck whitey, right? My mama told me not to be saying that on live streams, so I don't say that, okay? But the leaders that we have had have not been from here, depending on how you define from here. So that's like the first thing I would think of. And then, like, I'm all for it. The UN recently did a thing where all the African countries were like, hey, deal with race. It's time for y'all to deal with race. So I'm very much, I'm intrigued by this idea, but no, I mean, I say, let people ruin their own homes. You know what I mean? Let people ruin their own homelands. These leaders are known to be psychopaths. I believe a study that I might be making up, maybe from like a 4 a.m. post open mic fever dream, but I believe I read something about antisocial personality types being great at the presidency. So let them burn their own shit
Mm.
down.
Is that
Wouldn't it be great if we had an indigenous president who was like, fuck peace, revenge? What if we found like one antisocial indigenous person to be like, my land, burn it down? That would be justice.
Wow.
You
My
almost
mom told
have
me
it
not to say that.
until the end, until that last.
Cat, that was powerful. We got a comment from Andy Lane. Hell yeah, Cat. USA. USA. Yes. And Cecily Alexandria agrees with you, Shane, or Nate. Musical chairs for leadership. That's a great idea. So now, let me open the votes, you guys. You see the poll. You see the chat. You vote pro if you agree that every country's president as leader should be from a different country, and you vote con if you don't agree with that. And you guys, Nate and Kat, get your points, please.
Can we play the music? What's the like the do?
You want to hear the thinking music, or
yeah, just for the people to think. I
gotta get some.
I was almost sold myself. I probably shouldn't have said that. I feel like I just swayed some votes, but
I'm dancing to whatever the music is.
There's some music behind it. There's some votes, you guys. You guys gotta. Oof. It's so. Why do you think? What makes a person from a different country a better leader than a person from the current country, from the
not necessarily better. It's just they say they will like they just have something to lose. It's more of like a chess game. Like I know, all right, right now I feel like our biggest beefs in the world, us as a country, is like China and Russia. So you get one of them people over here and send our guy over there, and it's just like he's like, look, before we all go to war, if you want to start fucking shit up, I got all the buttons right here. I'll launch them right at my feet and just blow this whole shit up. And if everybody's got that like in the back of their mind, like I can't even start with China. He's over there to blow all my shit up if I bother them. Like that's my whole theory. Is everybody's like I got the gun on your mother's head if you like, and you got the gun on my mom's head. So now we're both at peace because we both love our mothers.
You hope.
Yeah, right.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember that Chappelle Show episode where they trade families?
Oh, yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. So I have doubts about it ending. Doubts.
Well, you guys, I'm going to pause the poll and call it. So, it was a close vote, but Nate, you get the point. People agree with you. Which is, well, we do get our news from everyone who's not from here. Trevor Noah, John Oliver, James Corbin. So, yeah. All right.
Did I lose y'all when I said the indigenous man should burn it down? Did I lose y'all when I lost Nate?
Yeah, I was on your side. I was ready to vote for you. I was ready to log in.
You were like, that's us though. Wait a minute.
I want to burn. I want to burn you.
Okay. Well, Kat, it's your turn. It's time for your first opinion. And your first opinion is that Candace Owens is the perfect VP pick for Biden. You have 2 minutes on the clock and your time starts now.
Yes. I think that they are a perfect pair. Mm-hmm. Okay. So first of all, Joe Biden talks like a Black Norman Lear character. Okay. So that is entertaining to some and infuriating to others. You already got people hooked because we know this. People turn out if you seem like a reality show character. The more like a reality show character you seem, the more enthusiasm you'll get. All we need to do is get people in the polls. They can do whatever stupidity they do in there. So right there, you got Joe Biden being like, you ain't black, like George Jefferson, right? Which is amazing, infuriating. People are watching it to see what dumb shit he does next. And then you got Candace Owens out here talking whatever nonsense she's talking and getting some people very excited because they're like, I hate them niggers too, right? So they get to hear that from Candace, and other people are so furious that they have to get out and vote and do something about Candace. And then get this about Candace Owens. Folks ain't listening to her anyhow, because don't forget, she a Black woman. Y'all don't listen to us. So it don't really matter what Candace Owens say. She can say whatever crazy shit she want to say to get folks to come out and vote for her, because all them people who agree with Candace Owens can still look at themselves. Like if Candace can look at them and be like, you are broke, you are broke right now. And that's because President Trump has spent all this time bowing to Black people who make excuses. And
Mm.
he's been focused on the police. Like, she can do this. And then guess what? When they win, Biden is safe.
Okay.
Ain't nobody taking Biden out. Because even people who love Candace Owens are not going to take Biden out for as
Mm.
much as they hate him, because they don't want that Black woman to have the presidency.
Mm.
So it's locked. Like, he will get, as long as he lives, he'll have the seat.
That is your time. Wow. Are you talking about Biden? As long as Biden lives, he'll have the seat?
Yeah. I mean, he old, right? I mean, I'm not anti-old, but
yeah.
I mean, old before death.
Yeah, you're right. He'll be like 80. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Wow.
He got
Powerful.
2 terms.
Would you say?
When Biden gets 2 terms, think how old he'll be by the end of that. That's nuts.
Mhm.
Yeah, be a
Mhm.
geriatric president, ex-president.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, Kat. That was great debating. Nate,
Thank you.
you have a minute and a half to counter these claims, and your time starts now.
Okay, I can't completely disagree because that's how we got the current president. We had somebody putting him on a reality show, and they loved it. They bought it. They got him in.
Mm.
But I don't. I think he might be doing enough damage to himself that we don't need that. And I'm scared of Candace Owens getting rewarded in some way for her actions. Like,
Mm.
it just doesn't set a good precedent for our young Black girls out there to be like, if I bedwinch, I can get in office. And I don't want that. I'm not okay with that message. I saw a clip. I studied before this debate. I studied up with Candace Owens. I was like, all right, because I ignore her. Once I got the gist of what she was, I can't. I know, like when I was researching, there was a few things I hated about her. I noticed I haven't seen one picture of her with her natural hair out. I've never not seen it. and that alone makes me think she's in blackface. I think she might have the best blackface I've ever seen and just don't know it yet. But I just don't want to believe she's real. I think that's what it is. I don't want to believe that she exists on this earth. I guess my main thing is I do believe it would make it easier for Biden to get in office, but I don't want behavior like that to be rewarded in any way, shape, or form. And that's all I need.
Wow. Time. Great. Wow. Great. That's the wrong screen. Great job, Nate. That was a great counter argument. And Kat, you did a great job presenting the argument. I didn't know how it was going to go. I was just interested in hearing the opinion. So you guys, you vote in the poll or the chat. You vote pro if you think Candace Owens is the perfect VP pick for Biden, and you vote con if you don't agree with that. And you guys need Kat.
Yeah.
You guys can argue back and forth now. This is what this part is.
I think we both agree that Candace Owens is terrible. We're just not sure how to utilize.
She's terrible, but I think there's a strategy opportunity there. Stacey Abrams get up in front of people and they're like, "No, turn that niggers off!" Like, they want to get rid of her, right? But Candace, they will pay attention. They will engage, and it don't matter how much
about
Pence
Trojan horse in them.
Yeah,
it's all good, and then we get them from the inside.
Yeah, just like they do. We elected Obama. The Republican, whatever they call themselves, had that black dude, Michael such and such.
Mm-hmm.
But think about the message it sends. Candace Owens. All the clips that'll be out there will be like Vice President, Candace Owens, all lives matter. Like, that's what she'll be.
But this is how she would learn. Because, people loved Obama before he was President Obama. Then you started hearing Jesse Jackson wanted to cut his dick off. Everybody wanted to cut Obama's dick off after he was Obama. That spotlight, it looks like a reward, but that's where you get all the shit. Right now, the only attention she has is people who agree with her. But once she gets the attention of everybody, that's that comeuppance. That's where we all get to give it to her. You work for us now, bitch, not fuck. You work for us.
Yeah.
Hear these words.
Yeah.
I got no response.
I'm gonna call it. The votes.
Black people love Vanessa Williams in the 80s was Miss America, and she was the first black Miss America. And she was like, why can't I just be Miss America? And black folks were like, bet, you just Miss America? And then the white folks who hated her found these pictures of her doing porn in Penthouse. And she was no longer Miss America. And black folks were like, welcome back, bitch. You black? You black again? Okay. Come be in this movie.
Well, Kat, I'm sorry. You lost a point again. Nate won. He shared it. He's getting the share vote.
Shared it.
Yeah.
That means my people are voting against me. And I can't wait to find out who they are.
I'll get names.
I'm like a white dude who lost Philly's funniest after packing the house. I'm like, this is crazy. This is unjust.
Well, all right. Nate, it's time for your final opinion. And your final opinion is, and you have 2 minutes to debate it. Your final opinion is that there should be a separate NBA for short people. You have 2 minutes on the clock and your time starts now.
All right, this one is very near and dear to my heart because growing up as a youth, I always saw, like, you know, everybody's playing basketball in my neighborhood, and I always knew it wasn't worth my time. I've never played a team sport because I grew into a 5'7" man, and I knew that, and I knew it by the time I was 13. I was still wearing a size 3, and I knew it was over. I knew there was no point in me having that dream. And it was just a dream I wasn't allowed to have. You don't know what it feels like to have a dream that you're not allowed to have. Like, it was like, for what? I could spend all day shooting jump shots. I could have worked as hard as Kobe, and it had the same skill set, and then tried to shoot that great jump shot, and then just not even jumping, just a dude just palms it and puts it back down. Just like that in front of me. And I just gotta walk home. Sad. My legs was small. We need a smaller basketball too, because as a small man trying to actually do a crossover, you only have so much space between your legs. You have to be more precise with the normal regulation basketball. Like it just wasn't fair. It just wasn't. I'm trying to get pity votes now. It just wasn't fair.
Wow.
No, but I also imagine the skill level. It would be, you know, no exciting plays, no dunks, just good fundamental basketball. Great passes, beautiful layups. Team play would be at the highest you've ever seen. It would look
10.
like Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
But yeah, I just want to see some short dudes in a jersey getting money. That's all. That's all.
You want to see some short kings shine.
I want to see some short. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for making my point. I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt.
Thank you, Nate. That was a great debating. As a short man on the court, I agree. They treat us bad in basketball. They don't give us. We never get our fair shot.
Always pick last, unless my friend was doing the picking.
Yeah. Nate, Pat George says, I smell your hoop dreams from his home. And he said, you will always be Kobe to him. And Cecily Alexandria said, Muggsy Bowles is 5'3", and he was in the NBA.
Where are all these comments? Y'all got secret comments.
No. It's on the main page. It's on facebook.com/LaMaryLee/live. That's where you can see all the comments. Yeah. But yeah, Nate, do you have a retort to that? Muggsy Bowles is 5'3".
And Nate Robinson was like 5'7" or something like that. You got NBA's been around for decades. Mm-hmm. Y'all got two short people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all got, and imagine if Muggsy Bowles had the same like of jumping ability at 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't even make sense.
Yeah.
He would just be dunking from half court.
Yeah, he's like an ant. Well, thank you, Nate. Great debating. And Kat, it's your turn. It's your turn for a retort. You have you have a minute and a half.
Okay, so first and foremost, giving honor to tall people. James Knight and Gus Horn, I see y'all out there, and y'all better have my back, because everybody else gonna want Nate to win. Because Nate and Lemaire ain't got no friends over 6 feet tall. So I need y'all, okay? Because our ankles been showing our whole lives, and we need to stick together. Also, since I know that the audience wants Nate to have this, I already know this, Nate. I already know this. You look like a full-grown man with your beard on, and you have a listen. I already know the audience wants you to have everything you want, so I have some follow-up questions. Are y'all listen? Are the short folks using regular size hoops and jerseys and balls?
Well, definitely not the jerseys and balls, but the hoops have to. Now, if you're gonna make the ball smaller, you got to make the hoop smaller too. Okay, the hoop is also smaller. Everything within proportion. So the ball gets, make it about 15% smaller. The hoop about 15% smaller, and we got some competitive team basketball going on.
And the height of the baskets. What is? Does the height of the baskets remain the same?
I think you just opened up another variable. I think we dropped the length. We lower them so we can have some short dunks.
I mean, because I'm saying it's not gonna be entertaining if y'all niggas just aim well. You feel me? We gonna need some.
No, I didn't say it was gonna be a successful league. We should give it a shot.
Nate, one of your opinion, you said they'll have better technique and they'll sell more. Can you imagine having? What about the WNBA? They have better technique, but they don't sell much at all.
Listen, that's a whole nother argument. Now, how we treat women in this society is not what I'm here to debate. I didn't say it was right or wrong. I just said it. You know what? That's on me. I should have thought about that. That reflects negatively on me. But it's too late to change my stance now.
Oh, Pat George has a question. How did you figure out the 15% smaller? How'd you figure out that number?
See, they ready to vote for Nate. You see this? You see this?
I might lose him here. I did bad math. I was like, all right, so 6 foot, I'm 5 something. I don't want to say the number twice. It's very, very. and I don't know, I just rounded. You know what? Don't vote for me. I got nothing.
Okay.
I want to help so bad.
Kat, do you have any more retorts? Any more points?
I actually see, this is bad. I'm a terrible debater because I am all for grown man giant clothes. I'm all for that. So if it was like the short man's version of blackface, like look at us, we're normal. Like that would. Otherwise, no. It sounds boring. It sounds boring.
Okay. I'm gonna call it. And Nate, you got the point again. But this time, okay, you did get the point. It was close.
I didn't get my poll. I just want to tell y'all that I got the expired Candace Owen poll.
Yeah, I don't know what that one. I don't know what's happening. That happens all the time. I don't know how to fix it. That's Facebook. They're goofy.
Facebook don't want me to win.
Now, well, Kat, here's a chance. Here's a chance to win. I like to call this redemption. Since the last opinion is yours and Nate has all the points, Nate, you have the option of doubling or nothing. It's up to Nate, Kat. Nate can throw you a bone, or he can he can just walk away with the dub. So Nate, here's the scenario. It's double or nothing. If you win, you win the game. If you lose the game. And it's up to you. It's all up to you.
They gonna vote for you anyhow, man.
Wait, say it again. Say this all again.
It's double or nothing.
Okay.
So you get to choose. If you can walk away with the win, or you could give Kat a chance because we have one more opinion.
All right, I'm gonna give Kat the chance.
Wow.
Double or nothing. We're all in.
Okay, we're all in here. Wow, that's good. Okay. All right, cool. Let's get it. Nate. Maria says, "Man up." So yes, we're having a double or nothing here. So Kat, it's your turn. It's your opinion. Your final opinion. Okay, I'm going to it right now. Short dudes need to come together and rise up.
Amen.
You have 2 minutes on the clock to debate it, and your time starts now.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about this for some time, actually. It actually did not have anything to do with the folks on this show. I've been thinking Short men are like an untapped, oppressed group.
Mm.
And I know they show signs of oppression because short men can sometimes be so mean to me. And I'm like, how could you be so mean? You eye to eye with my breasts. You should be happy. And you are so mean to me. Somebody must be hurting you. That's what it comes down to in my mind because I'm a compassionate person. And I know sometimes short men are working so hard out in the world. And the sense I get is that tall dudes are like, oh, whatever, you can't play ball, little ass nigga. I feel like that there's a lot of that happening all over a short man's life, right? And during the pandemic, Zoom has put us all in a world where we are operating from the neck up. So if I didn't like know y'all, y'all could be like 9 feet tall.
Mm.
Y'all could like this is your time, is what I'm trying to say. This is your season, man under 5'9", because nobody knows that your feet don't reach the floor. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that you hem your jeans. Nobody knows all this because we're all on screen from the shoulders up. And I actually think that we can ride the coattails of the rise of the short men.
Mm.
I think there's a powerful movement there. It's a multiracial and multi-ethnic movement. Feel me? Like this is a tall centric society. There
True.
is this thing. And guess what? We're in an information age, right? Or have we moved into post-information area? So in the information age, you don't need height. We ain't cave people no more. It's your season. Listen, I don't know how tall them dudes were in that HBO show about IT that I didn't watch and I don't remember the name of, but I don't think they were all over 6 feet tall. Is there in entertainment? Is there? It's your time to rise up.
Wow, this time. Cat, tremendous arguing. Uh yeah, some of them are. The show Silicon Valley. Uh, and Pat says, yeah, Nate. Pat says, time to start your own basketball league. So see, all right. Well, we'll just keep
That's
going. We got to
agreement.
keep going.
I'm
We got to
watching how
keep
you
going.
vote, Pat. I'm watching.
We got to keep this debate going because there's plenty of points that can jump off the other ones. So let's keep going. Nate, it's your turn. You have a minute and a half to retort, and your time starts now.
All right, I have a few. All right, okay. First thing first. As a short person, of course, I want us to do better and rise up. But that's not on us. There's not a lot we can do. Our voices are hard to hear from the level they're at. We already know that. So it'll take the effort of the masses to help us. We need just like we need help with the situation we're going through now as a whole society. Short dudes will need help to get that done, and mainly from tall women, because tall women are short dudes' arch enemy. I don't know if you've ever been on Tinder, but it's like a hateful world out there. It's like if you're on Tinder and and they ask your height and you go 5 anything, it's over for you, baby. Like it's over for you unless you're being fetishized. And now, short man fetish is something I would like to see hit mainstream. That's a whole different ball game. But also your Zoom thing, I do think that's planning for the worst. Because as a shortman, if I hide behind this facade of like looking like I'm making my bookshelf look small back there, at one point, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 years from now, we will meet up, and you will know that I'm 5'8" in Tim's.
Wow.
And I don't want to deal with that disappointment. I've had enough on my heart already as a short man. Time.
Well, that is time. Great debate, Nate. Great point putting. This is wow. This is a great double or nothing. Cat, Nate, votes are open. Vote, poll, vote, chat. You vote pro if you think short dudes need to come together and rise up. You vote con if you agree with what Nate said.
I just saw someone say that short people need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps.
That was me.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Y'all need to pull because you were like, we need help. I mean, I get it. Short dudes need support. Here is the thing. President Trump, I'm certain, is funny looking in person, but the person who came to mind when you were talking was Tom Cruise, who I think is notoriously shorter than they make him on screen. And this cat is openly crazy, openly believes in aliens and high tops, right? Isn't that his belief system? And he's still powerful as Tom Cruise. I believe in you and your people. I believe.
All right, it's good to hear, but I don't think you speak for the. Remember, Cat doesn't speak for the masses. This is a bad one. No one's ever felt bad for short people, and I don't imagine it's going to start now. I should have took the dumb.
I think y'all deserve more respect. I really do. I think you deserve that catfish moment where you've been running the world on screen and then you show up in some platform Tims.
I think anybody who agrees with you is being performative. They're performative activists, and they don't mean it. They're gonna their Tinder profile is still gonna say under 6 foot. And he's not a block.
Wow.
Under 6 foot, swipe left, all that shit.
AC says, piggyback rides for short dudes. I'll be your piggy bro.
See, that's what I like to hear. That's a guy who knows that we are where we are. You know what? I accept it as a short dude. I hope I have a daughter. I hope she doesn't have to go through the life I went through. But we got a long way to go before our fight is the necessary fight. and that's the part I'm gonna end on. Is short dude's plight is not important in the scheme of things.
It's not a priority.
Yeah, we need to use that.
Just the same way we say Black Lives Matter. We're like, disabled Black Lives Matter, poor Black Lives Matter, short Black Lives Matter. I'm just saying there's room under the umbrella.
Yep. And
You
Nate,
know what?
I gotta tell you, I'm calling it. I'm calling it, and I gotta tell you, this is going
I
to
accidentally loved my own shit. I'm gonna put this down. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I don't know if you can see the screen yet, Nate, but there's a coin on cats.
Yay, about time!
I knew.
I
knew it.
At the right time.
I saw my dad voted for you. You know what? He's 6 foot. He didn't even give me that. He didn't even give me 6 foot.
He's like, I've been telling this boy. I've been telling him. Get it together.
I was sitting there, I was like, Dad?
I thought that was you, Nate.
No, man, that's my pop. I know picture on his profile.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall.
Wow. Great feud. Thank you, guys. Kat, you're the winner. Would you like to plug anything first?
Thank you. Oh my God, I had thought about this before. Stand-up comedy Sundays every Sunday night on Facebook. We are live. We're also on YouTube. Check out Sucks to Be Quarantined right here on Facebook for more information every Sunday at 9.
Yeah, heck yeah. Nate, do you have anything to plug?
This is my podcast, Double Tree Podcast and Pennies in the Mouth Podcast.
Okay.
I would like to tell my dad. No, I can't say it. I was gonna go too far. I'll see you on Saturday.
Nate out here showing off he got a daddy to talk to. Don't nobody read
I know. He's supporting me. He's watching, but he's voting against me. That's how you know.
He said oops in the comment.
That's like Jordan's dad. Boy, get away. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. You can leave or stay in the Zoom. Oh, Kat, as tradition, would you like to roast Nate for 30 seconds for his opinions? You can, or you don't. You don't have to. It's up to you.
Nah, I don't have roast against it.
Okay.
Nah, I actually don't. I'm sorry if that's a cop out.
No, it's not a cop out.
Okay, cool. Nate, you can roast me though. Clearly, I have issues and anger.
Nope. Very respectful to me. I like that we're putting this message out there.
It's a very positive message. Thank you, guys. Wait. You don't have to leave the Zoom, but I'm gonna come back in a little. Wave bye to the audience.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall.
Wow, guys. Thank you for watching this feud. That was a great one. We have another one on the way next week. Oh, this Friday, actually. I'm sorry. Friday at 7 p.m. We have a great feud. It's between Nicole Phoenix and Eric Terrell. And that'll be great. It's both of their first times. And that will be excellent. You guys should check out Feud every time it comes on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 7 p.m. It's live on Facebook, facebook.com/LaMareLee/live. I'll put it somewhere else eventually. And there's a podcast eventually too. So yeah, all right, goodbye.